Today we are going to talk about a very amazing movie, which is a drama romance film named Lady Chatterley's Lover. This story is of a soldier and his wife, in which the soldier being badly injured in a battle and unable to satisfy his wife, then his wife has a relationship with her own servant. The movie starts with a mine, where some workers are doing work. Suddenly there's a huge explosion, and a character Oliver standing outside comes running inside to save his comrades. One of them, whose name was Ted, dies. His corpse is delivered to his house and his wife cries profusely. After that, a party scene is shown, where there is a very beautiful girl named Colleen, and on the same, a rich man named Clifford sees her. He is a soldier. He somehow tries to go to Colleen and talk to her and dance with her, but there's another man who also liked Colleen. When he sees her with Clifford, he gets jealous. But by chance, Clifford and Colleen both like each other so much at the very first meeting, that they go and marry each other a few days later and vow to stay with each other forever. Their lives become much happier, and both are very happy with their marriage, but because Clifford is a soldier, he has to return for his army a few days after the wedding. And there is a war, in which Clifford is seriously injured, in which Clifford's lower part of the abdomen is paralyzed. Clifford is sent back to his house because of his condition. He is depressed, that's why he is about to commit suicide with a gun on his head, but Colleen comes running from outside and does not let him commit suicide by snatching the gun, and makes him understand that she accepts him as he is, and she will always support and take care of him. On the other side, we see Oliver, who has now given up mining and comes to visit Clifford for work. When Clifford learns that Oliver used to work with him before, he hires him. One day Clifford goes with Colleen to visit Oliver in the woods, where Oliver lived and takes care of the birds. When the two meet, Oliver just stares at her, and at first glance, she seems too attracted toward him. The next morning, when Colleen is about to pick up Clifford for a bath, Colleen suddenly collapses and injures her, causing her maid Walton to come to bathe Clifford today. While there, Colleen overhears Walton telling Clifford that Colleen is with her only for his money and nothing else. Colleen tries to convince Clifford that there's nothing like it and Walton just wants to separate them. Clifford says that, "I just want to get well as soon as possible." The next day, Colleen goes to Oliver's house to give him the keys. When Colleen tries to talk to Oliver, he talks to him a bit angrily, and after a while, Colleen leaves. The next day, Colleen receives a letter from Oliver, in which he apologizes to Colleen for having spoken angrily to her yesterday. Then Colleen goes to Oliver and hides in the bushes to watch him. And as soon as Oliver sees her, he gets very nervous because she is his mistress. And then suddenly it starts raining, due to which she stops at his house, and there she tries to talk to him, tries to get closer to him, but somehow Oliver gets away from her. When rain stops, Colleen leaves from there. When she comes home, she starts getting closer to Clifford, and then he refuses her, because now due to his body, he will never be able to satisfy her. Colleen then takes him to the doctor, where he is given electric shocks. He screams so loudly. Colleen couldn't seize him like this, so tells the doctor to stop and then they return home. Now when Colleen goes to Oliver's house, he gives her a small bird baby. Seeing that, Colleen starts crying so much that she too wants her baby. Oliver calms her by hugging. They go inside the house and get intimate. While returning, Oliver tells her that he loves her, to which Colleen smiles and leaves. Then that night, Colleen starts missing Oliver very much and unable to stop herself. She starts running to his house. Her maid Walton sees all this. Then the next day after a party, Clifford tells Colleen that if she wants, she can have a child by sleeping with another man, but that child will be his, and he will be called the father of that child. Colleen gets very angry on hearing this and then she goes back to Oliver and get intimated again. After some time, when Colleen becomes pregnant, she goes and tells this to Clifford, which makes him very happy to hear. One day, as Clifford and Colleen are on their way to the woods, Clifford's wheelchair gets stuck in a ditch, and Oliver comes and pushes him hard and takes it out, which makes him very tired. Due to working in mines, his lungs gets weak and get ill. Colleen is deeply disturbed by Oliver becoming ill. She goes to his house and stays with him even after Oliver refuses. One day when Walton comes to Oliver's house, she finds Colleen's purse there and understands that the baby is Oliver's, and then returns to the house, where Clifford is partying in the joy of having his child. She goes and tells him that the child is none other than his servant, Oliver. By saying this, Walton also takes her old revenge on her husband Ted's death, because she was jealous of Clifford. Clifford is furious on hearing this and scolds Colleen. Colleen starts crying and goes to ask Walton why she did all this, and tells him that she doesn't want to lose Oliver at any cost. She is deeply in love with him. When Walton hears this, she slowly realizes his mistake and then she apologizes to her and tells that Clifford has gone to kill Oliver in the woods. Hearing this, Colleen runs towards the woods, and when she does not find Oliver there, she sits down in despair. Suddenly he returns and then she hugs him and takes him home with her. There she demands Clifford's divorce, To which he refuses and they get into an argument. Colleen and Oliver leave the house. Clifford give divorce to her. They go somewhere far away, promising to live a happy life with each other. And with this, movie ends.